Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to another Manchester United live stream. Tonight we're going to be talking transfers once again, and this time the topic of our show is Kostas Manolas. Now if you guys want to leave your thoughts on anything I discuss in this in the comment section down below, and also feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does mean a lot to me, so thank you very much for support over the last few days. But today we're going to be talking about Kostas Manolas and the potential for him to join Manchester United this January. Now, there's a lot of juicy stories going around today, especially from some high-ranking sources. BBC Sport, MARCA as well, the Spanish newspaper, and a multitude of other sources have been reporting that Manchester United are very close to agreeing a deal with Kostas Manolas. Now, this is all due to the fact that, let's be honest, out of all the options that we've been linked to, you've got Skrinar, Koulibaly. Manolas is definitely someone who is a lot cheaper than those options. The reported release clause in his contract is only 36 million euros. Now, to a club like Manchester United, that is very, very little. It's not much at all. It's not much at all to a club like Manchester United. So, you know what? It's one of those things where I feel like this is definitely a rumour which is a lot more accurate, and I feel like it's something that could be done in January. So people like Koulibaly, we'd have to pay what, like 90 million to bring Koulibaly in. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to spend 90 million pounds with a interim manager in charge, no less, in January. Maybe a summer transfer on the horizon, but I don't think we're going to see it in January. Welcome to all the guys who have joined in the live chat. Jack, Liam, Fortune and Yash, thank you so much guys, really appreciate it. Please do leave your thoughts as we go throughout the stream on anything I discuss. What are your thoughts on Manolas, and what you've seen of him? Do you think he'd be a good player to come to United? Leave your thoughts, and also please do update me on any other stories you guys see, whether they're transfer stories or just things you guys want me to make videos on. Of course, I'm not going to just be making videos on match reviews and previews. I want to make different content, switching it up in 2019. So anything that you guys recommend, please do let me know in the live chat or in the comment section down below. But look, Manolas' release contract is 36 million euros. And I think that's definitely doable. He's 27 years old, 1.83 metres high. He's someone who I think has a lot of experience in Europe and could be a very, very good potential centre-back to bring in to complement the likes of Lindelof and Baily. Now, obviously, he's not kind of 6'3", 6'4", like Koulibaly is. And he's probably not as powerful, but he has a very, very good defensive mind. He's very, very good, football IQ, and you need that to be a defender. I mean, if you don't have all the pace that, if you don't have the pace, to kind of be the, if you don't have the pace to make up with it, you need to have the footballing IQ, and I think Manolas definitely has that. He's got that European experience. He's been playing at the top level of European football for quite a few seasons now. 27 years old. He's not like a De Ligt, who would probably, for me, just be a bit too young to be that sort of leader player that we would need. But ultimately, I feel like Manolas, 36 million. I'm not actually, to be fair, Billy, that's a good shout. You might be right, Billy, to be fair, you might be right. His release clause doesn't come into effect until the summer. That is interesting. Well, I mean, I guess I feel like then this deal could definitely be done in the summer. I feel like this could be a pre-agreement or something like that, but still, I would definitely go for him for 36 million euros. I mean, that is nothing, is it? That really is nothing. And still, if we were to go with him in January to, go and buy Manolas earlier than the summer, of course, if we waited till the summer, we'd probably be able to, get him for less amount of money. But if we were to buy him in January, I think he'd be a really, really good option. Obviously, 27 years old, so still got a lot of years in him. And as I said, to be a leader, realistically, to come into a big side like Manchester United, you can't really be a young player. We want to have a ready-made centre-back to come in there and general that centre defence. And I feel like Manolas can do that job. I'm not sure whether it'd be my favourite to do that job, because obviously for me, I think Koulibaly is the key. And if you guys want to go check out my last transfer video I did, I talked about my thoughts on the Coutinho rumours and the Koulibaly rumours as well. If you want to go check that out, it's on the channel as well. But I just wanted to today talk about, Kostas Manolas and where we are with him, and a lot of stories flowing about today, and I thought I wanted to pick up on it and just give my opinion on him. And to be honest with you, I think for the amount of money that we'd have to pay for him, which comparatively to the likes of Koulibaly and Skrinar wouldn't be too much, I think he'd do a decent job. Whether he'd be quality enough to be Manchester United's strong, leader of a centre-back that really we need at the moment, I don't know. It's up to you guys. Leave your thoughts on the live chat and the comment section down below. Welcome Billy, and welcome to everyone who has joined. Welcome Dazza as well. Yash says no need to hurry and sign. Hope we don't make any mistakes. That is true. Obviously, we're only at the 9th of January at the moment. Still a lot of time in this window to make deals happen. And exactly. There's still a lot of time left. So, this is just a rumour that cropped up today, and I thought I'd give my, leave my thoughts on it. I thought I'd give my perspective on it. So, I thought, this deal could rumble on and on throughout the window, especially with the fact that his price tag is probably not as big as some of the other ones, and so this deal is actually kind of the most likely to happen out of all the ones we've been linked with so far, in my opinion. So yeah, Billy T, of course, thanks for the update, mate. Really appreciate it on the release clause. I do apologise for not knowing that sooner, but obviously thanks to you guys for being interactive and letting me know and correcting me. Yash says most of our defensive signings have been a flop. Darwin, Victor, buy and 50% and 50% share. Yeah, oh sure, oh yeah. Look, I feel like actually buying Lindelof, I wouldn't say have been flops. I think Lindelof has actually started to come into his own as of late, and I think Eric Bailly actually has done a very, very good job for us. Yes, I think he definitely has a lot to improve on, especially with his temperament. I think he can be very, very rash at times, which is not great, but you know what? I think he still is one of our best defenders on his day. So I think Bailly and Lindelof have done well. Obviously, I'm not sure if you were referring to Luke Shaw there, Yash, but for me as well, I'd say Luke Shaw has been brilliant. Darmian, for me, yep, I agree. I think Darmian is a flop. I do think Darmian is a flop. We thought when we were bringing him in, he was going to be, the kind of Italian fullback that we needed. The guy, we thought all Italians are good at defending. Surely Darmian is a banker to be a good defender. But unfortunately, he just hasn't been able to break into that first team. He's had many, many opportunities. And for me, he hasn't had a game where he's shown his quality, which is not good enough for me. And yes, as of late, he has done all right when filling in for a spot. But actually, I just think Darmian, he should have taken more of his opportunities. That's all I'm going to say. Welcome, Patrick, as well. Thanks for joining. Don't worry about it. As I said, you can never be late. You can never be late, Patrick, so don't worry about it at all. Dazza says, yo mate, happy I'm taking. Dazza would be happy with Manolas. Fortune says, Bailly and Lindelof are not flops. Lindelof is our most consistent defender, and Bailly is our best defender, just too aggressive and completes in irrational challenges. Yeah, I would agree with that, Fortune, definitely. I'd agree with where you're coming from. I think actually Bailly and Lindelof have been very, very good for us. Liam said, do you still think Luke Shaw has a future? I think he does. I think, why not? I think, Shaw has been playing decently for United. I think, Luke Shaw, I think he definitely does have a future. There's no reason why not. He's still a very, still a young talent, and has been slotting into that left back role very, very well. Of course, now we brought in Delo, so we've also got another young fullback coming through. So I think the potential of our fullbacks and our defence, if we do make the right signing at this point, could be immense, especially with the quality of young talent coming through. Jack says, why are you coming fast? Why are you coming fast? Oh, that guy. He's got his own Instagram page. I don't understand it at all. But it just shows, everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame these days. Dazza says, anyone is better than Jones, even Andres Christensen. Yeah, and he's pants. He's absolute cack. Welcome, Nathan. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. He says he's really happy. Decent. I mean, as I said, I would be happy with signing Manolas. I think he would definitely be an option where the board wouldn't have to be forced into signing someone for 80, 90 million. So you know what? I feel like Manolas would be, probably the board would prefer to sign someone like Manolas right now rather than someone like Koulibaly. But who knows? Maybe they'll want to make a statement. But yeah, Billy says we could sign Manolas and Jan, but might cost more than 36 mil. I like Skrinar or Koulibaly. Yeah, I feel like Skrinar or Koulibaly, Obviously, Skrinar and Koulibaly are definitely going to be like the main centre backs. We need to sign a marquee centre back. We saw what happened with Liverpool. We have to go in and sign a marquee centre back, and I feel like someone like Koulibaly or Skrinar would be great. But I guess realistically, right now, Manolas probably would be the one to go for. Billy says we could sign Manolas in Jan, but it might cost more than 36 mil. More, yeah, of course, yeah, exactly. Look. Exactly. I think they'll want to make a marquee signing. I think we do have to take our time with this signing as well. Yeah, says, but do you think Victor and Bailly can win us the Champions League? If not, they are not United standards. I wish they proved me wrong. I feel like Bailly and Lindelof, they're not at their potential yet. Let's not forget, they're still very young centre-backs. So they're definitely not at their potential yet. So I feel like Bailly and Lindelof in the future could definitely be a winning partnership for Manchester United. I think they have a lot of potential. They've got a lot of quality at the moment. So I'm hoping, I'm hoping that they can come through, and I'd love to see in 5 years' time a prime Bailly and a prime Lindelof as the partnership. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I feel like we need another centre-back to come in, someone like a Manolas or a Skrinar or a Koulibaly to shore up that defence, because as we've been seeing, if Lindelof or Bailly gets injured, we have to bring in Calamity Jones, and we know what happens with that. Welcome Max, by the way, and welcome Ricky. Thanks for joining. He says, Ricky says Manolas would be brilliant for us, in my opinion. I think he would be a decent signing. I agree with you, Ricky. By the way, I could see the Skype call. I forgot to say I won't be taking Skype calls until I'll let you know when the lines are open. But yeah, I saw Dazza, you were calling in. Thank you very much for calling in. I appreciate it, mate. But I will let you know when I'll be taking calls. But it will be very soon, so don't worry about that. But thanks for calling in, Dazza. And if any of you guys want to get involved as well on the Skype tonight, go and check out my Skype name in the description down below. Man City are winning 8-0, says Max. 8-0. What a load of shite. What a load of shite that is. I mean, this is supposed to be the semi-final of a cup, and a team's winning 8-0. What a mockery. What an absolute mockery this is. Max says De Ligt is quality and apparently perfect for the Prem. Yeah, I mean, look, obviously De Ligt is someone else who's definitely been linked to Manchester United. And Max, to be fair, I feel like De Ligt has a lot of potential. Of what I've seen of him and what I've heard of him is very, very good. But for me, I'm not sure whether a young centre-back like him will be able to come in and be a leader in that defence. And I think we do need a leader. We need a centre-back with quality and who can display some leadership within that back four and organise them, because especially from set pieces this season we've been conceding and we're very susceptible to the long ball, and I think we need a defender in there who can organise the back four and stop us from conceding those sort of set pieces, and you need a leader in there like that, and I'm not sure if De Ligt can provide that for us just yet, but it might be a good investment for the future, who knows. Patrick says Luke Shaw is our left back for years to come. His pace and runs in behind, I don't think we should be doubting him. Quality and committed. I agree. I think Luke Shaw could definitely be the Manchester United left back for years to come, and I hope he is, because he is quality. He is a quality left back. Liam says, do you want the Glazers out? Yeah. I mean, to be honest, they've taken a lot of money out of Manchester United Football Club, let's be honest. The Glazers have taken hundreds of millions of pounds out of Manchester United Football Club. It's not really acceptable. You want that money to be reinvested in. And, the fact, I'm not sure whether they had anything behind not backing Jose Mourinho in the summer, but it's not good. You want to have the money going back into the club rather than being taken out there to pay off their debts in America somewhere. Max says, I really like Manolas as he's quick and quality when on the ball under pressure. Well, that's what you need. As I said, he's an experienced head. I feel like he's 27 years old. He's played in the Champions League. He's got experience, and he's 27. He's got that experienced head, and I think especially when you're looking at leaders, you need someone with experience in that defence to shore it up. And I think Manolas could potentially do a job for us at a bit of a discounted price from what we'd have to pay from a Koulibaly or a Skrinar or someone like that. Ricky said it's only Burton Albion, just our Sunderland fans. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, Burton Albion are poor, aren't they? They are poor. Welcome, Sabby Boys Comedy. Thanks for joining, Sabby Boys. Really appreciate it, mate. Please do leave a like if you haven't already. And that goes for all of you. Please do leave a like if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it. And also, I just want to say a big thank you for all support on the recent videos. Really do appreciate it. You guys are helping this channel grow and become what it is today. So I thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully you are enjoying the content. And let me know if you are. And also, welcome, Rodney. Welcome to stream, Rodney. Thanks for joining. I'm looking forward to recording the podcast with Rodney tomorrow and a few other guests, of course. If you want to go check out his channel, link in the description down below. Go and check it out with all the other channels I really would recommend. But I'm looking forward to that, recording that podcast tomorrow. Going to be a very interesting discussion. So Yash says, do you think we need Dybala to replace Sanchez and Mata? To be fair, you know what? I think I'm going to leave the Dybala talk to at least the summer. You know, I feel like we're linked to Dybala every single transfer window, and it never happens. And to be honest with you, it's not going to happen. I don't see Dybala coming to United. I don't understand why he'd want to change. But yeah, Sanchez, I'm not sure if he's the right fit, and actually, it's a bit of a good segue, because I think we are going to be discussing whether we do need Sanchez or not in Rodney's podcast as well. So, as I said, another cheeky plug for you, Rodney, there. But yeah, obviously, you know, Dybala coming in to replace Sanchez. Who knows? Who knows? I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I think Dybala's a quality player. I think he was actually very good against us when he was playing for Juventus. But you know, I just don't see him leaving Juventus for Manchester United. I just don't see why he'd want to do that. And I think Juventus will want to keep him as well. So, well I mean, look, it'd also be an astronomical sum of money. We'd probably be talking over 100 million to bring Dybala in, which, is he worth that much? I don't think so, to be honest. Dazza says Dazza hates Sunderland, as you can see. Well, of course, I mean, to be fair, I think Sunderland fans hate Sunderland as well, to be honest, or at least some of them. Patrick says, at the moment, I don't think we need potential or possibly maybe a good player kind of thing. We need proven winner talent. I think there is definitely a point to be made there. I think, especially in the defence, I think when it comes to kind of the forward options or midfielders, I feel like you don't necessarily need ready-made talent, but in the defence, you need a calm head, you need an experienced head, you need someone who'll be able to organise the defenders and has confidence in doing that. And if we are going to sign a centre-back, that's what we need. And I don't think you can really get that if you were to go and sign a De Ligt, who, yes, he's a brilliant prospect at 19 years of age, already playing for the the Dutch national team regularly, playing for his club side regularly as well, and doing a very good job. But I don't think he's ready to be that kind of leader, that calm head in the defence. And realistically, due to his age, would he be listened to by kind of older centre backs, more experienced centre backs we have at the club? I'm not sure. So I feel like we need to bring in someone who's going to be the calm head, be the enforcer in that defence, if you like. Ricky says Man City will probably win the match 9-0 record win. Oh right. Oh yeah, they'll probably go past that 9-0 record. I mean, again, it makes a mockery of the Capital One Cup. Burton Albion, fair play for getting through, but 8-0 down. 8-0. What is the point? What is the point? Dada says, obviously Borough worse than Burn in the Carabao Cup. We lost to them in the quarters. Oh, that's unfortunate, Dazza. That's unfortunate, mate. That definitely is unfortunate. But Dazza, if you want to call in, mate, please do feel free to do so. I'll open the lines now if you guys want to call in, please do let me know. My Skype in the description down below, so if you want to, please do feel free to do so. You don't have to, but you can do if you want to share your opinion. And also just leave your thoughts on anything else, any other kind of news stories you want me to talk about as well. There we go. There we go. Dazza's on the line, of course. By the way, Dazza, I do apologise for not picking up before. I just wanted to kind of ramble on a bit, if you like, before I open the lines. But Dazza, you're on now, and thank you very much for calling. Thank you very much for calling in as always, mate. Really appreciate it. And how are you doing on this fine Wednesday evening?
I'm alright. Well, weather's a bit cold that way, but I'll be honest with you, I'm doing okay. Thank you very much. And I said, let's get straight into business, is what I always say. My main mentality. What was I going to say? More mentality, sorry. But yeah, let's get straight into business, is what I always say.
Well, let's get down to business. Yep. And if you want to go check out Daryl's channel as well, link in the description down below, along with all the other channels that I really do recommend as usual. But Daryl, obviously we're talking about Manolas. Obviously you've seen that. Now, what are your initial thoughts on this? What do you think that? First of all, do you think there's anything to these rumours? Do you think there's any chance we'll be able to get this deal over the line in January, or do you think it's going to be something for the summer? And if Manolas was to come in, do you think he'd be the right sort of player, and would he be able to do the right sort of job that we're requiring right now?
Two ticks them. Right. Kostas Manolas for me, he is a very good centre-back. And I think for us, centre-back was one of our main priorities when it came to signing players in the January transfer window. Because we need another centre-back. Because when you look at the centre-backs we have, right, we have no one who can replace Baily, or if any of our centre-backs get injured or suspended, for example, Eric Baily, obviously, we have to play Phil Jones. Now, to be fair with Phil Jones, normally he is absolutely cack. And these last couple of games that he's played under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he has surprised me at times. Because I think he has improved. Not by a big majority, but I think he has improved. Kostas Manolas is a team leader. And that's the type of individual player that we need at Manchester United. 36 million euros, is it? That we're linked with, 36 million? I'd definitely have him for 36 million. It's a bargain. I mean, it's cheaper than what we probably would be paying to get Koulibaly. And Koulibaly, yeah, might be one of the top defenders in the world, but I don't think he's a huge majority or huge distance better than Kostas Manolas. So I think we're getting a very good quality player for a very cheap price. And don't forget that Kostas Manolas has scored in some important games for Roma. Obviously, he's known there as the Greek goddess, I believe his name there. Obviously, Barcelona, I think, is the most recent one that I remember, the Barcelona one where they had pretty much no chance. They had to win 3-0 and they did. And, they got that. And as I say, that was one of the biggest moments of his career. He's obviously the captain for Roma. Is he the captain for Greece as well?
I'm not sure. He could well be. Yeah.
I'll have a look at the Greek squad because I think he should be the captain for Greece anyway, if he is.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. But I mean, it's interesting you say you think he's a leader. I think it would be an opinion which is probably split. I think some would say, I feel like he definitely is. He definitely has leadership qualities. Obviously, already being a captain for a side like Roma, which of course is played at the high playing football at the highest level at the moment. But I also think his experience comes into it. Being 27 years old as well, and I feel like that definitely comes into it as well. Just before I get back to you, Dal, I'm going to read a few of the comments.
Yeah.
Ricky says the record accurate score in the League Cup semi-finals 9-0 as well. Mental. What is the score now? Please do update us. Please do update us. Or not, because it's Man City. Football Fan Fever, welcome to stream, mate. Thanks for joining. Make sure you check out his channel as well. Really good stuff.
Bloody hell.
Really good transfer kind of debates and all sort of football debates as well. So make sure you check out his channel. He says, alright guys, I'm back. Just updating my transfer news video. I recommend it for everyone. Well, I recommend it as well, so go and check it out.
City have scored again, mate.
Are they? Is it 9-0?
Yeah, Riyad Mahrez.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Pep Guardiola
This
not
is the
pulling...
first leg.
Yeah, only the first leg. Tell you what, Burton Albion going to have a mountain to climb. But you know what? You never know. The magic of the cup and all that. The magic of the cup. Patrick says, if you think about it, Evra, Ferdinand, Vidic, Gary Neville wouldn't be a bad starting back line for United at the moment. Yeah, to be fair, the way, the options that we've got, yeah, that'd be brilliant. Oh, man. You're making me nostalgic, Patrick. You're making me nostalgic. I remember, back in 07, 08, that was the first back line I ever saw Man United play, and it was scintillating. I mean, Rodney as well will tell you about the all the back lines he saw. But for me, I feel like that back line of Evra, Ferdinand, Vidic, and Neville, that was the best back line I ever saw at Manchester United, and it was my first one, so I was kind of lucky in that sense.
Good on you, Ricky.
Ricky says, I think Man City have more goals than they have fans attending the game. No, I did see that. I did see I was watching the game for a bit before I went live, and yeah, I mean, it looked like all the fans, a lot of the fans decided to turn up in blue today, because you can see the colour of the seats very, very clearly. Which is, I mean, it's a semi-final of the cup. I will give them the benefit of the doubt. It's a Thursday night, Wednesday night, not exactly the most. The most suitable time to watch a full match. Obviously, people have got work and stuff, but still, surely you can fill it a bit more for a semi-final. But anyway, welcome Rashford Jawara, by the way. Thanks for joining, mate. Please leave a like if you haven't already. That'd be absolutely appreciated, and leave your thoughts on what we are discussing as well. He says, just greeting everyone. Kieran, I'm greeting, distracted by my girlfriend, but sorry, I'll still watch it. No, don't worry, mate. I don't want, you can get up to wherever you want to get up to with your girlfriend. I don't mind. Don't let me distract you. No, I'm joking. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, mate. Really appreciate it. But yeah, Daryl, obviously Manolas is the main topic, but obviously you touched on a few there. Koulibaly, we've talked about in the previous stream. If you guys want to check that out,
yeah.
It's on the channel right now. Have you seen any of the Skrinar rumours? Obviously, Inter Milan centre back has also been linked to Manchester United. Would you take him as another potential option? Would you think he'd be able to fill the role?
Well, yeah, I think obviously we made a 54 million bid for him, which I think it is a bit of money considering he's a centre back. Yeah, he might be 23. He might be 23. Yeah, as I say, I mean, he has obviously, as we all know, an experienced player. He's not experienced in the Premier League, and that's the same issue I have with Kostas Manolas and Koulibaly. The thing with United is we keep signing players who have no experience in the Premier League. Diogo Dalot and Fred were two examples. And look what they're doing at the minute. I mean, as I said, they're not doing that great. Yeah. Fred's not really got his game time under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but neither has Dalot. But there's still enough time for that to happen. We keep signing players who have gotten zero experience when it comes to Premier League football, unless we have a manager who's actually, been manager in Serie A. Now, if we'd signed Skrinar under Jose Mourinho, yeah, we might have seen a bit of a difference in the defence. Because Skrinar, obviously, he'll know Jose Mourinho. Well, I don't know if he'll know Jose Mourinho when he was actually in charge of, was it Inter? He was in charge of in the first place. So he would know the type of football that Jose Mourinho would play. But would he actually come with the way that we were playing in a minute? So, we've improved, and, there was some players that I think we could get. 54 million, I think, is a bit much for centre-back, even though he might be young, he might be good quality. I just think, anyone over 40 million is a bit much, to be honest with you. And, yeah, I'm one of those guys who's like, I don't like it when we sign people for too much money. Koulibaly, I think, is going to be out of the question now, because not him himself, but obviously we all know that Napoli keep declining in the bids, not just for him, but for, Barcelona have tried getting him. I think Real Madrid have tried getting him. A couple of teams have actually gone in for him, and they keep declining him. So, like I said, I don't think Koulibaly's going to even leave Napoli at all. So, also, I've just checked on the captain, and it's not Kostas Manolas who's captain for Greece. It's a player called Tesordis or something. I can't pronounce his name right at all. But
all right.
But he's still, Kostas Manolas, as I say, he still has the captaincy wall at Roma. So, he still is a team leader, even though people might say, well, how would he fit into the United squad? Well, I know everyone's saying that Baily and Lindelof, the best centre-back pair for us. Rather than, I think anyone would rather anyone at centre-back than Phil Jones. But I think he would fit in United squad. I just think it would take, whoever we signed, if we signed anyone from Serie A who weren't Premier League experienced, Skrinar, Koulibaly, or even Manolas, like I say, I mean, if we sign them, they don't have any Premier League experience. But on the other hand, they might fit better in the actual defence than Baily, Lindelof and Jones. So they might fit better. But thing is, if we were going to sign 2 out of the 3 of them, you'd be looking at quite a lot of money. But I would definitely take Manolas at United. Good quality for a cheap price. And obviously, as we say, I mean, going off the topic of Serie A, we have also been, I think are we still linked with Harry Maguire?
I haven't seen many rumours, to be fair, of Maguire, but I mean,
that might have ended then.
We were definitely linked with him in the summer, but I mean, they didn't look like we didn't look. I'm not. Did we really want him, or was it just paper talk? I'm not sure, to be honest. I do think a lot.
Well, I would have taken him.
Yeah, I think Harry Maguire. I think I think Harry Maguire definitely. It would have been an alright option back in the summer. Obviously coming off the back of a very good World Cup for him. And of course he's got the benefit of Premier League experience as well. Of course his stature would make him definitely an enforcer. I think Harry Maguire potentially, obviously linked to Toby Alderweireld as well. I'm not sure if we're still in for him. So a multitude of centre back options, to be honest with you. And I think ultimately, if we are going to sign someone, it is going to be a centre back. I don't see it being an attacking player. But
we need to get rid of Lukaku.
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, that's you know what? I don't want to hate too much on Lukaku. But I feel like definitely. I mean, I think there's a lot of United fans who say he's finished at the club, who say he's not suited to the style of play that we're playing. But I mean, I feel like a lot of people also are talking similar about Juan Mata. Someone who a lot of people are saying is not good on the right wing. It's just too slow. And I would tend to agree that he's definitely not a right winger. I think his talents are being wasted on the right wing. And really he should be playing through the middle. But unfortunately, we don't really have a role through the middle for him, which is kind of attacking. Because obviously Pogba seems to be taking that role under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But yeah, I feel like Mata is definitely going to be someone who will be seeing the exit door. If we, I mean, although to be fair, I think what I've heard Solskjaer speak about Mata is that Solskjaer really likes Mata. He thinks he's very, very good, and I agree Mata's very good technically, but whether he's the right player to play on the right, especially with the DNA of United being bombing forward fullbacks, and Mata, I do think he does slow down the play a bit, but he has a wonderful left foot, so who knows about that.
Yeah, I agree.
I
think the issue with Van Mata for me, Solskjaer likes to play the 4-3-3. He's played the 4-3-3 formation more at United. He plays Van Mata as the right wing at times. Obviously, a lot of the times he plays Jesse Lingard, but sometimes he'll play Van Mata in the 4-3-3. He doesn't suit the right wing, and that's obviously exactly what you said. I totally agree with that. I don't think he's a right winger. It's ended 9-0 to Man City full time. Says Ricky. There you go. Yeah, he suits the 4-2-3-1 formation more because then he's got the right mid slot. He's got a right mid slot there, which he can obviously slot into. So he's more reliable in the 4-2-3-1 for me if I was ever going to play him. But I don't think he's going to get much game time now because we all know that Jesse Lingard at the minute is. We know how he's on very good form at the minute. So I think Jesse Lingard will keep his spot. And he'll either play as a right mid or right winger. Because for me, Jesse Lingard's got the quality to play in any of those positions. I also said to a lot of people that I think we need to sign a proper centre attacking mid. And this is not criticising Paul Pogba for anyone says. Because then why do we need centre attacking mid? We've got Pogba. Yes, we have Paul Pogba who can play well near centre attacking mid role, but he's not a centre attacking mid. He's a centre mid. He's not a centre attacking mid. He might have the quality to play as a centre attacking mid, but he's not a centre attacking mid, if you know what I mean. We need to sign a proper centre attacking mid who can actually play in that position, and he suits the position more than Pogba. And one of those guys I would possibly take is either Marco Asensio from Madrid. Well, they're both from Real Madrid, or Isco. Because I think centre attacking mid-wise, I mean, what if Pogba gets injured as a centre attacking mid? We don't have another person who can slot into that attacking wall. So that's what I was saying. We need another centre attacking mid or we need at least one centre attacking mid to, fresh the team.
Yeah, look, I think you make an interesting point there about Pogba. I think we saw, obviously, when he got injured, when we played Man City, it wasn't a pretty sight, and I think we did lack a lot of creativity. And I think Pogba is a good player. He definitely is a good player. When he is out of the team, I feel like we do look a bit slightly worse. But yeah, I mean, again, if we were to sign someone like Asensio or Isco, I feel like they are quality players. They really are really good, skillful, great ballers, if you like. So I would love to sign them, but saying that, I do think centre backs probably are our main priority for now. But Dazza, thanks for coming on as always, mate. Really appreciate it. Sharing your thoughts and opinions as always, and thanks for calling in, mate, as usual. And have a good evening.
Yep, cheers, thanks.
Cheers, Dazza, mate, appreciate it. And go and check out Dazza's channel in the description down below as well. So yeah, very, very interesting points of view that Dazza had to say. A lot that he had to say as well. Nick, yeah, we know 9-0 to City. What a mockery of the cup. What a mockery, 9-0. What was the point in Burton Albion show up? Did they even show up? Can someone tell me if there were 11 yellow men on the pitch? If there are 11 men wearing yellow shirts on the pitch, can someone tell me if there actually were, or were there actual lampposts on the pitch? Because 9-0. Jeez. I can't remember the last time someone beat someone 9-0. I can remember the last time someone beat City 8-1. I think that was Borough. Darryl will be happy to hear. But yeah, look, it's not great. Ricky says, for all Mourinho lovers, Man City have had 27 shots. Liverpool had 36 shots against us at Anfield. Yeah, I mean, that just puts it into perspective. I mean, we just allowed them to come at us, to be fair. And I think, to be fair, their 2 goals were quite lucky in terms of deflections. But those sort of goals are going to happen when you let a side have 36 shots. But you know what? We're going to leave that in the past. Leave those poor results in the past. Because Ollie's here, and we have to back him now. We have to back him. Oh yeah, Man United beat Ipswich 9-0, yeah. That was a great... I mean, the highlights of that game are fantastic to watch. Brilliant to watch. I'd recommend you go check them out. But yeah. But, you know what, guys? I'm not sure if there's anything else to say on the transfer front or the Man United news front. I just thought I'd like to give my thoughts and opinions on today's transfer news, and Kostas Manolas seems to be the trending transfer, the player that a lot of the papers are writing about this afternoon. And I think it'd be a very, very interesting option to look at. I think in terms of the price, he's not as expensive as the likes of Koulibaly or De Ligt or Skrinar. And I feel like he'd be able to do a similar job. But you might be on the side of the argument of, well, we can't be half-arsing this. We have to pay top dollar for the best centre-backs in the world. And I do agree with you to some extent, because the defence is not something you mess around with. The defence is something you bring in the best players and have a strong defence. That's what Juventus have done, although, to be fair, they had a very good defence to start with. But, I feel like Manolas, I think, is definitely an option which we could look into. If his release clause does come into effect for the summer, then we could be looking at a genuine transfer happening there. But I feel like even if we did get him in January, he wouldn't cost too much at all. And I think he'd do a decent job. But of course, that's only my opinion. You guys can leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been informed by Ricky we're on 9 likes and 0 dislikes. What a coincidence that is, I agree. If we can get over 9 likes, that'll be absolutely fantastic. I really, really would appreciate it. Just want to say as well, thank you for all the support, guys. Really appreciate it. Please do subscribe to the channel. We're nearing 520 subscribers on the channel, so please do subscribe if you are new. Leave a like as well. It really does mean a lot. Subscribe to all the channels in the description down below. And thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll see you guys in the next one.